What if the world as we know it changed forever? Rising seas, extreme weather, food shortages, and futuristic technology. These aren't just headlines from the news. They're the foundation of an entire genre, climate fiction or cli-fi. But what exactly is cli-fi, and how does it shape our understanding of climate change? And most importantly, can these stories help us save our future? Stay tuned, because we're doing a deep dive into the world of climate fiction, its origins, its impact, and the must-read stories you don't want to miss. Who am I? I am Daisy Ex Machina, the drag queen detective who investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. First things first, what exactly is climate fiction? Also known as cli-fi, this genre explores the impact of climate change on our world, whether through dystopian futures, near-present realities, or even hopeful utopias. Think of it as science fiction's eco-conscious sibling, where the science isn't just about space travel or AI, but about our very own planet. Though climate themes have existed in fiction for decades, the term cli-fi was officially coined by journalist Dan Bloom in the early 2000s, but it feels like I've just been hearing it a lot more lately, especially in the last couple of years. But climate fiction isn't just about worst-case scenarios. Some stories offer solutions, imagine new technologies, and even present a hopeful path forward. More on that later. Okay, so we know what climate fiction is, but why does it matter? The truth is, facts and figures about climate change often fail to emotionally connect with people. Stories make us feel. They help us visualize what climate change could mean for our world, our families, our future. Fiction has the power to change public perception. Stories create a bridge between science and emotion, making climate issues feel urgent, real, and personal. Think about it. A chart showing temperature rise is one thing, but a film where a scientist warns of disaster only to watch a superstorm freeze an entire city overnight. That sticks with people. Not all climate fiction is the same. Let's break it down into three main subcategories. This is what most people think of when they hear climate fiction: dystopias and apocalyptic wastelands caused by environmental collapse. Think of barren deserts, flooded cities, and desperate survivors fighting for resources. A recent novel I read is Trashlands by Alison Stein, where people scrounge for plastics which are used to create bricks using child labor. In film, we see this sort of future in all of the Mad Max movies. Some books and films take a more realistic approach, exploring the world just a few decades from now, and these stories often focus on how governments and corporations and individuals adapt or fail to adapt to the changing climate. A great example is The Wind-Up Girl by Paolo Bacigalupi, which won the Hugo in 2010. It imagines a future where mega corporations control the world through biotechnology, since food or calories are so rare. And the biggest treasure is, of course, a seed bank. Not all climate fiction is about doom and gloom. Some stories explore solutions, envisioning a future where humanity successfully combats climate change through innovation, cooperation, and resilience. This is where the solar punk movement comes in, a genre focused on positive, sustainable futures where technology and nature coexist in harmony. I did a whole video on solar punk. Check it out up here. My favorite solarpunk novels are, of course, the Monk and Robot books by Becky Chambers. The first is A Psalm for a Wild Built, which is set on a utopian moon called Panga after AI robots and humanity have parted ways and people have learned to live in harmony with nature. The story is about a T-monk who meets a robot named Mosscap, and this is the first human-robot meeting to occur for hundreds of years. Now that you know all about climate fiction, here's a list of the top cli-fi books according to Goodreads. And here are the top 10 cli-fi movies according to IMDb. Do you agree with these lists? I'm not sure I do. I'll have links to them in the description, and let me know what your favorites are down in the comments. And while you're there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Climate fiction isn't just about entertainment, it's a wake-up call and a vision or a warning for the future. If you love storytelling and want to learn, be inspired, or even take action, cli-fi is one of the most powerful genres out there. Until we meet again, may all the books you read be blessed.